Okay, so this is the part 2 of our quartal or fourth voicing lesson. In our previous lesson concerning fourth voicings or quartals in general, we learned and realized that there are a couple of ways to construct these fourth voicings or quartals, and then we took a look at just one of such constructions, not all, just one, and we constructed it, and then we used it as our one, or how some people also say what our do, right? Do, re, mi, fa, so our do. But then I got this question from Gabriel E. Morgan in the comment section, and the question is, can I use this when I'm leaving the one, like that is to use the chord as a fourth? Can it work? So I believe this is what Gabriel is trying to ask. You see, we constructed the fourth voicing in the key of C, and then we took it to C sharp and the rest, and it was so it was this chord, right? And then we even extended it to here, and then we could do this, and then we realized that this can be used to replace your C major chord. Let's say you are in C, then this becomes your 1. So the question is, he is asking this, can it be used on the 4 or the 5? And then this part 2 answers this question. So the answer is yes, it can. But then the next question is how. So we are coming to learn the how in this part. So let's get started. Now we are using the same chord that we constructed in our previous lesson. So I've left the link in the description below. It's best for you to watch that video if you haven't before you come and continue. This video will not run away from this channel. It's always here. When you watch it, you get the foundation as to how we constructed this quartal. Now you're coming to see how we can apply it not only on the 1 but on the 4 and the rest. One very simple and smart way to turn this into your a 4 or a 5 or a 6 or any other note apart from the 1 is to read it in another key. Okay, so in this case we made our construction on the note of C, right? So this is kind of a C quartal or a C fourth voicing. Yeah, so like I said, we should read it in a new key and then to give us a different interpretation here. So let's go to the key of F, for instance. Like, the question you should ask yourself is, what is the rule of C in F, or what is the role that C is playing in F? C is obviously your 5 in the key of F, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. C is the 5. So the question you should ask yourself is, can we use this chord that was serving as a 1 in the key of C as a 5 in the key of F? The answer to this question is what? Yes. So let's take a look at this. Let me just try and play a progression around it, and let's see if it works, if it makes sense or not. So I can just pick any progression at all. This is not a song, just a progression. So you saw me apply the C, right? So most of the time, if you want to go to a 5, you will definitely play the 2 before the 5, right? So we can just do any 2 in the key of C, like. So does it work for you or not? It works, right? So it means that we have been able to apply this quartal that was used as a 1 in the key of C, now as a 5 in the key of F. And then the next question, now look at this. Gabriel specifically even asked, can it be used as a fourth? So let's see if it can be used as a fourth. This same chord, if you go to the key of G, you will see that C is the fourth in the key of G. So C is what? The fourth, right? Your do, re, mi, fa, the fa or the fourth. So can it be used? This is a chord that relates, or this, right? But let's stick to this for now. Now I can even play any progression that leads to the 4. Please, is it working or not? It's working. You see? There's a 4 in the key of G, so I'm using it, and it's perfectly working. So in the same way, if you sit down very well, you will see that this same C is serving as let's say a 6 in another key. It's 7 as a 7 in a different key. It's 7 as a flat 5 in another key, and it will work. Okay, that is why I keep encouraging some of you guys to learn how to play all the 12 keys, because it's really fun. Like, it's like all the 12 keys communicate with each other. It's only in the beginning that you may feel that it's a little bit too much work to learn maybe the triads in the keys, but they really do communicate with each other. Yeah, so let's try a new interpretation, one last interpretation of this quartal in another key, and we will pick another new quartal and then continue from there. So let's say I want to interpret this quartal as my 6, right? Let's say I want to interpret it as a 6. So remember, in the key of C, it can be used as a 1. In the key of F, it can be used as a 5. In the key of G, it can be used as a 4. Now in the key of, let's say, E flat, the C note is your 6. Look. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The C note is your 6. So it means that when you are in the key of C, E flat, you can use it as your 6 or your La. Okay, so let's try. I'm coming to play in random progression, and then let's see if it will work or not. So did you see me applying it? To the 6, then to the 2. I remember when I started, I did a circle of 4th movement over there, which is on the 7, 3, then I did 6 like this, or sorry, 6 like this. So this is my 7, to the 3, to the 6, then to the 2, to the 5. So we have this popular progression where we do 6, 2, 5, 1, 4. So I did 6, 2. Look, I'm not showing chords today, so I just only want to focus on the quartal. That's why I'm not breaking down the rest of the chords. So we have this, right, as our 6, 6, 2. Now you can quickly take a look at the 2 I'm playing, because I'm making this very slowly. So 6, 2, then there's a 5, then to the 1. Then to the 1, then to the 4, right? So we have 6. Now this is a progression that leads you to the 4 in the key of E flat. So have you noticed? Yes, just one quartal chord is giving us a lot of uses. So imagine picking another one or constructing another one in any note or on any note. So imagine sitting down, constructing another one on any notes, and then trying to interpret them in different keys. You see, at the end of the day, you'll be able to write down a lot of chords from these. So for example, let's say I want to construct it on the A flat note. Now, how you constructed it was found in the previous lesson, right? You first of all play your A flat note. You look for the third of A flat, right? And then you begin your 4th countings. So this is the scale of A flat. So A flat is there, and then there's a third of A flat. Now, you pick this third, and then you start constructing your 4th note on them. So from the 4th of C is F, right? Then the 4th of F is what? B flat. Then the 4th of B flat is what? E flat. Very good. So we have this, and then, like I said in the previous lesson, you can continue if you want to. So the 4th of E flat is A flat. Yeah. So we have a chord like this. Now this chord itself can serve as a 1 in the key of A flat, and it can serve as, let me say, a 6 in the key of B. Look, this is your B, so 1, 7, 6, which means that this chord can serve as a 6 in the key of B, and it's already sounding jazzy by nature. So if you want to do these jazz exploits at church, then these are some of the best chords you can use. Now if you want to sound more gospel, then I would advise you to just transport this B flat, E flat, A flat over here, right? And then Yeah, and then play your 6 like this in the key of B. So while this is serving as a 6 in the key of B, you should know that this same chord can also serve as 2 in the key of F sharp. Look, because the A flat is the 2 for F sharp, right? This is the scale of F sharp. So 1 2 1 2. Okay, so it means you can play this. So let's see. Okay, so you can even do this to make it lighter. This one makes it more heavier. So you can just do. It works, and then you can play around it by playing the semitone, the semitone quartal before the main quartal you are playing. So you could do this, or you could do. Then you can decide to play around with it. Yeah, like I said, if you are into jazz music, then I know that you have heard such things a lot, and this is the trick to some of these things. Remember, this is just one of the ways we construct quartal chords. There are different ways. This is just one of it. By picking your root note and then the third, then you begin constructing the fourth note on the third. So like on the C, you construct your third, then you come to what? You construct your fourth, yeah, your fourth voice, and then you can continue fourth. So you construct your fourth on the E, then you construct another fourth from the A, you construct another fourth from the D. Yeah, this is just one. In another lesson, we will take a look at another way to construct a quartal, because we have different types of quartal voicings. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Don't forget to visit musicempire.com. There are exclusive, wonderful, detailed, carefully broken down courses over there. That will really help you in your music journey and take your skill to the next level. If you want to learn some things that are not easily available to musicians around, we have taken our time to break down things, and then we explain into details. We reveal all secrets surrounding any mystery concerning piano. So do well to visit musicempire.com. I've left the link in the description below. Yeah, so you won't have any difficulties locating the website. And then if you have any issues at all, concerns, questions, inquiries to make, feel free to send us a message at musicempire@gmail.com, and we will surely reply you. Okay, so have a fruitful day. God bless you so much. I hope this lesson has been a blessing to you. If it has been a blessing, please give me a thumbs up, and also share the link for others to benefit. Share on your WhatsApp and other social media platforms, Facebook, TikTok, everywhere. Share for others to also be blessed by this lesson. And remember, we are spreading the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ through the skills He has given us. God bless you. Let's meet in our next lesson.